we are done. Alhamdulillah. Out of Ihram. Haven't slept for 2 nights, but feeling really good. Alhamdulillah.
Umrah Mubarak.
Alhamdulillah. May Allah accept our Umrah.
Where to cut your hair after Umrah, and how much does it cost? Well, the answer is a little different for men and for women. I will start by talking about men because that's what I'm familiar with, and it does require a bit more explaining. Then I will talk about women. When you finish your sa'i, you will be at Marwa. Why that is the case and how to do sa'i, we will talk about it in episode number 29, inshallah. Now, go out of the Marwa door, walk a few minutes, following the crowd, you will see saloon or barber shops. At the Marwa door, there will be kids who are employed by the barber shops to bring customers in. So they will call you to follow them to specific barber shops. You can do that if you want, but you don't have to. You will also see people near the Marwa door offering scissors for 5 or 10 riyals to cut some of your hair right then and there. Now, normally I don't like to talk about fiqh or Islamic rulings because I'm not a scholar or alim. But because this topic is kind of linked with a bit of fiqh, I will briefly mention this. Shaving your head is better, but cutting your hair is also allowed. Everyone agrees up to that point. But how much hair needs to be cut for it to be a valid haircut for Umrah? The ones offering scissors at the Marwa door will sometimes let you cut one hair here, one hair there, and say that you're done. Is this valid? The vast majority position is that it is not valid. A haircut needs to be a proper haircut. A proper haircut is one that cuts hair from all around your head, simply because of the general meaning of the term. If you want to get a haircut at any other time, anywhere else in the world, and the barber cut just a little bit from one side, would you accept that as a haircut? No. So if you want to follow the minority opinion that allows cutting just a little bit, that's up to you. But I would like to ask a question. If you are going all the way to Makkah for Umrah, is it not better to be safe and get a proper haircut? That way, everyone, whichever opinion they follow, will agree that you have done your job. You will get out of any difference of opinion. But at the end of the day, I'm not a scholar, so please ask the alim that you trust. Now, with that out of the way, where else could you go for a haircut? What I do is I don't bother about it at Marwa. I just start walking towards my hotel after Umrah. As you walk, you will see barber shops on the way. If you are staying in the clock tower, there are barber shops in the clock tower. If you are going through Ibrahim Khalil Road on the right of the clock tower towards the Pigeon Square or Kabutar Chowk, there are barber shops on the way. If you are going through Ajyad Road on the left of the clock tower, there are barber shops on the way as well. You can also pop into Al Safwa Tower. The barber shops there are cheaper than those that are in the clock tower. Where is Al Safwa Tower, you might wonder? Let me tell you.
Here is the Haram. Right in front of it is the clock tower, right there, the huge structure, you can't miss it. And right there is the toilet number 3, men's toilet 3. And you turn right from there and you go to the shopping center that I was talking about just now. Here you will find everything that we described.
How much does it cost to get a haircut in Mecca? Well, it depends on where you get it and on whether you are getting a haircut or you are shaving your head. But on average, you should be able to get one for less than 15 or 20 riyals. Not too much more than that. Now, what about women? Women's haircut after Umrah is actually much easier. There is no concept of shaving the head. Women have to simply gather all their hair in your fist. So basically you get all your hair in your fist and cut the length of a fingertip. It doesn't have to be exact. A little more or little less is fine. It's an estimation. As we discussed for men, cutting just one lock of hair is not valid. You should cut a little bit of all your hair. So when you bring all of your hair in your fist and collect all of the hair together, at the end, just the end bit, you cut all of your hair just a little bit. You can carry your own scissors and cut your own hair, perhaps in the hotel, or you can have someone do it for you, or you can use the scissors offered at Marwa, as I said, for 5 or 10 riyals. You just borrow these scissors for a minute or two, and you can actually cut your hair under your hijab, depending on what sort of scarf or khimar or head covering you're wearing. Depending on that, you might be able to do it right then and there. If you do not have a pair of scissors, there is another way for women. This is something we had to do a few months ago. My wife and I didn't have any scissors with us. So after Sa'i, I went to get a haircut at a barber shop. I got my head shaved. Didn't take that long. My wife had to just wait a few minutes. And then I requested a pair of scissors. And the barber shop was more than happy to give it to us. They didn't ask any questions. I just told them that I needed it for my wife. So they gave it to us. I brought it outside, and my wife went to a corner just outside the barber shop and reached under her khimar, her head cover, and it was a loose, large head cover, so it was easy to reach underneath and just cut her hair. So she did that, took a few seconds, and then we returned the pair of scissors to the barber shop, and you can do that as well. Can you take your own scissors when you go to Makkah? We have traveled to Makkah with our own pair of scissors. There was no problem on our way into the kingdom. However, after Umrah, on our way out at Madinah airport, unfortunately, they took it out and threw it away. How about Hajj? During Hajj, you can find barber shops also near the Jamarat, as you can see in the following clip. So this is Jamarat, where you pelt the stones, and right here you have the hair salons. So usually on the day of Hajj, people will pelt the stones and then come here to get their head shaved to get out of Ihram. I hope you found that video useful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you have any questions, I'd love to hear from you. Your comments help me as well, because they boost the video up on YouTube, so that would be great. And if you have not already subscribed, please subscribe for more videos from around the world. Particularly, I'm focusing on the Islamic world, traveling many Muslim countries. So stay tuned for much more coming from all around the world. I'll see you in the next video. Happy traveling.